Welcome to the nonsense, bitches. Let us begin. Good afternoon, bitch.
Good afternoon, biatch.
Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. How's it going?
It's going okay. The weather, I guess, is supposed to start raining again later on today. That's all they keep talking about on the fucking news. My mom was watching the news, and I'm like, oh, here we go. It's supposed to rain all the way till Wednesday, so who knows?
Is it really? So all the news that we get up here, up north in Oregon, because it rains all day long. Well, for what, 80% of the year,
Right.
and we're getting all this news, breaking news: California flood warnings, flash floods.
Yeah.
Is that happening there?
Like 2 weeks ago, I think it was 2 weeks ago, it rained for like 72 hours fucking straight. I'm like, can the fucking clouds just fucking move? Like, just fucking move and the rain could be fucking done. Yeah, so that's what we're dealing with again, I guess, starting tonight, tomorrow, whatever. And I'm fucking over it. I can never live in Oregon or fucking Seattle. Like, no, fuck that shit.
No. Especially when they look down upon the people that use umbrellas.
Right? Jesus Christ. Okay, so really quick before I forget, I wrote it down. Did you actually count the Taylor Swift appearances on the Super Bowl last week?
Yes, ma'am. So, go ahead.
Go ahead. I was just going to say, tell the listeners, because I wasn't paying attention when it came to her on the screen.
Yeah, it was a little difficult because honestly, I had to live up to my word. And I said, I am going to telemark this shit. And I don't know, my final tally came out to 9. Okay. And I was like, wow, I must have missed something somewhere. So I Google it. And
GTS, bitch.
GTS that shit. And the official score is 11. So I must have missed a couple. Okay. So the official score after GTSing that shit was 11.
No shit.
Yeah, we were way off.
Way off. God damn it. Okay. Got it.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right.
I keep blowing my nose. I don't know. It can't be allergies because it's really rainy and cold here. So,
has it been snowing or no snow?
We have another winter storm watch ahead for next week. Hopefully there's no snow. I don't know. Or ice or freezing rain or black, whatever they call it. All those elements, please. I'm over it.
So it hasn't been like that since the last time, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, where it was just totally ice for like an entire fucking week.
Yeah, it's been pretty decent.
Okay, good.
Yeah, thank goodness, because I'm so lost in the sauce when the weather decides to do its thing here. I don't know. I panic.
I would too. So
it's crazy. Little islander girl. I just need some sun.
Right. And the occasional monsoon rain that disappears after 30 minutes.
Exactly. I'm just tired. I look at my electricity bill and I go, shit. What the fuck? Not only is the price of groceries fucking skyrocketing, I guess my fucking utility bills are too. It's crazy. Or maybe I'm just the one where I can't, I don't know. I hear people here in Oregon all the time. They say, oh, it's only going to be 37 degrees today. Only. That's cold.
For the low, that's okay. But for the high, I have a problem with it being the high. But the low, that's totally fine.
It's because the low is 33 degrees and the high is 44. Woo!
Oh, you know what? So 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, whenever it rained for 72 hours straight, the high was like 49.
Oh,
I shit you not. Yeah, yeah, it got cold. So I'm like, okay,
Oh,
I'm actually cold right now.
whoa.
Yeah, I
Yes.
got 49 was the high one day, and I was just like, holy fucking shit.
You guys don't know what to do with that type of fucking weather.
Well, I'm glad I was in my sweats.
Yeah, in your snuggie on your
Right?
couch.
Fucking for 3 days straight, I had to put Fenway in the goddamn car and drive her to the park so she can do her business. Whatever.
Cool. But how you like working at home?
I love it. I know some people don't like it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Nice.
So, yeah, I'm just dealing Excel spreadsheets all day long, which is my expertise. So it's a win-win.
Right on. That's awesome. I love it too. You just get,
Thank God.
yeah,
Yeah,
no more commute.
I scored on that one. Okay, so I'm looking at my notes. I wrote some stuff down, I guess. I don't know if you did or not,
Yes.
but casino.org, they had a recent survey asking I guess the general public, I don't know, what's the biggest ripoff tourist attraction in California? And what would your answer be?
Disneyland.
Yeah, the winner, chicken dinner. Winner, fucking winner.
Fucking
I'll tell
Disneyland.
you what, I don't know if I told you this. Like when I worked at the city of Long Beach, there is a bunch of people that have fucking annual passes. It's ridiculous how many people have those passes. The one lady that trained me, she's been retired for a long time now, but we still keep in contact. She always renews her pass. She's been a Disney girl since forever. $1,600, girl, and that does not include parking. And you have to request your day in advance to attend. Like you can't just show up any day. For $1,600, I better be able to show up whenever the fuck I want.
Early access
And,
to the park.
right? I'm like, God damn fucking Disneyland. Like, fuck that place. And I was just like, yeah. So it's not called blackout dates, I guess, but you have to request your day in advance. And if you don't show up, I guess that you get a ding on your report card.
What?
Yeah. I was just like, okay, Hitler, calm the fuck down.
Fuck.
Shit.
No. I it's so hard to wrap my head around this whole Disney fucking thing.
Right?
I don't know. I mean, I get it that we grew up in SoCal for the most part, and I guess people can call us we were privileged to just be there, and we didn't
Go
have to
there.
book a flight or anything.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I guess. Whatever. Don't
Yeah,
care.
yeah, and it's just like I hate it because half the time with my job and what I do, when people request vacation time, sometimes I will ask just, "Oh, really? Oh, okay. Where are you headed? Where are you going? Any plans? Is it a staycation?" I'm doing small talk, and I shit you not, 7 out of 10 motherfuckers say we're going to Disneyland. Fucking Disneyland. Ah,
Whatever. Like,
wow.
whatever.
I was like, well, good luck to that, to you and all that bullshit.
Right. I remember the Long Beach director. Um, I guess I want to say she had a pass, and clearly we didn't get along. She's like, "Hey, do you have a She said something about Disneyland, and I'm like, "Oh, okay. Do you have a Disneyland pass?" I'm like, "No, I fucking hate kids." she gave me the fucking. She gave me the meanest look, and I'm just like, "Well, at least I'm fucking telling you the truth, bitch. Like, have fun."
Yeah. Good luck with that.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, no. And then their little speed pass. And they did do a good tourist thing, I guess, by doing that California theme park.
Oh, the
Whatever.
adventure. I would rather hang out there
Yeah.
than Disneyland.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And that's probably because we're locals.
And I went on one of the attractions, and it's speaking about California and the history and the gold mines. And I'm like, I don't give two fucks about any of this
Right.
shit. I learned it in elementary school.
And then I forgot about it because I
Yeah.
totally forgot about that part. But yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, all right. Okay. At least I believe they sell beer there. Well,
Yeah. But the other place doesn't, I want to say. I
yeah.
don't know. I could be wrong.
It's really, yeah. I Yeah. I think you have to like have certain reservations at that certain restaurants and you could have some wine, but you
Oh,
definitely.
probably you. Yeah, probably. I want to say this. There's a Star Wars restaurant there that my Long Beach coworkers would buy drinks at, and of course they were astronomically overpriced.
Of course. Of course. How would they make their money with millions and millions of
Right.
tourists coming every day? They have to charge you
That's
$14 for a 6-ounce glass of beer.
And you know what? I don't even know because I haven't been there since M was 3 was the last time I went there. But I don't even know if they let you bring food and drink in the park because Universal does,
Oh,
and that's when I bring in 3 of my flasks, or not my flasks, but what's it called? Those hydro flasks.
yes.
You know what I'm talking? Yeah. So one has hot coffee, one has a Guinness, the other one has hot tea with vodka, and then the other one is water to properly hydrate.
Yes. You know what? Speaking of Universal, yeah, that's the spot. Definitely.
It's more chill and laid back, and you can just be on that tram tour. Like I always go on it twice when I'm there, but my pass expired like a year and a half ago, so I didn't renew it.
Did you ever go when they opened up the Simpsons world and all that?
Oh yeah, the rider. Yeah, you know what? They're getting rid of that because Disney owns. I guess Disney bought The Simpsons, if I'm saying that
Oh,
correctly. So they're going to change that. They've been saying that for a year and a half now. So I don't know if it's this year that it actually changes, but they're going to change that. It used to be Back to the Future, as you're aware, and then it was The Simpsons, and now they're going to change it to Bob's Burger, that cartoon.
oh,
Yeah.
boo.
So yeah. So I was just like, okay, whatever.
Shit, I used to love going to Moe's Tavern. It was the spot.
Oh, that yeah, right.
Moe's Tavern. I was like, hell yeah, yes, please.
And then the place across the way where there used to be like a Spider-Man show. I don't know if you remember that.
Oh yes.
That they're they're making a Fast and the Furious ride there. And I'm
Mm,
like, I'm gonna have to, and it's gonna be like The Simpsons, probably, like where it's all like not really a ride, but a ride, I guess.
yeah, you just sit in that little.
Yeah, I don't know. What is it called? I guess that's a virtual ride. I don't know what type of ride it's called, but that's where they're putting the Fast and the Furious ride at.
Ah, lame.
Exactly.
I didn't even want the Harry Potter exhibit to
Oh
open.
my God. You know
Ugh.
what? I finally went there a year and a half ago when I got my pass.
Mhm.
Okay, I guess it was okay, but I'm really sad because that used to be the Hollywood was it the amphitheater?
Oh
Do you know what I'm
shit.
talking about?
Yeah.
It used to be the Hollywood Amphitheater, and that's where K Rock would have their acoustic Christmases. I took M to see Good Charlotte there twice. I saw Blink 182. I seen Corn. There's a lot of shows, and they fucking got rid of it for fucking Harry Potter.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah.
that they took up that space.
Yes. So I was just like, I was angry about that. And then when I finally got to Harry Potter, I'm like, this is fucking overrated.
Yeah. Oh, damn it. I don't know. It's either we're like getting super old and we're just getting grouchier by the day, or I don't know. Maybe some of our listeners are like, "Fuck that! It's the best." Could be.
Well, I don't know. Did you ever have a pass for Universal or maybe
Yes.
Disneyland?
Oh
Oh, okay.
yes. The passes though for Disneyland were more geared towards the kids. Did I ever really get excited to take them? No.
Of course not. I
No.
was going to say, of course not.
No, no, and no. But yeah, I do recall you giving me some very great tips to going to Disneyland and things with the kids.
Oh, I
And
don't remember that, but okay. What I must have been in a drunken phase.
oh yeah, it was just great tips. Great tips. Instead of the sippy cups with apple juice, you're like, you know what looks like apple juice. I'm all,
Oh, yeah. Beer.
fuck, that's genius.
Just get rid of all the head.
Yeah. put a little whiskey in there or something, like just a little something.
Right.
Yeah, just don't matter. It looks like apple juice. It's my kid's sippy cup.
That's okay. Well, then I guess I did school you right. So
Yeah,
you're
you sure
welcome.
did. So thank you for that. Thank you for that. It made the experience so much better.
Or actually, you can use the word tolerable.
Yeah, for sure.
That's just about that.
Yeah.
Just about right.
It just was insane. But I had all the passes for the kids. I even had a Knott's Berry Farm pass.
That's the one pass I never got, and that pass, my hair guy has one, and or I think he had one. I think it expired, but it's really not too expensive, and there was no blackout date, so he was always going. He said he had a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's very reasonable and it's pretty cool. I liked that one. The kids were just more like, oh, we're gonna Disneyland, Goofy, Tinkerbell, all
Oh,
that shit. And
I
it's like, oh, God, I guess.
I even had when Em was probably still in elementary, but then I got tired of driving all the way there to Magic Mountain because we fucking loved roller coasters, but that's like the longest fucking drive for a goddamn roller coaster.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
I used to like I used to like the Halloween at Knott's, and then Six Flags or whatever it's called now, Magic Mountain.
yeah,
They stepped it up pretty good when it came to like Halloween and all that. But
I never went to the Halloween one there. I'm not the type of person that likes to get like somebody jump in front of me and go wah because I fucking freak out and I have a fucking heart attack. So I did that Not Scary Farm once,
yeah,
and that was probably like right out of high school or after high school or whatever. And I'm like, I'm never doing this again. This is not fun. I love horror movies, but I don't like people jumping out in front of me and like trying to scare me and shit.
but
Fuck,
at least
man.
you're expecting it when you go to
Yeah,
those
but
things.
still, I was just like, fucking A. I'm like, get out of my face. I'm going to sock you.
And they have all those signs. You cannot touch the employees.
Right. Well, don't get fucking in my face, bitch. How about that? Let's start there.
What a dangerous job. I wouldn't sign up for that.
Right.
Get knocked out.
So, Pomona Bullets, I didn't tell you 2 Fridays ago, I was on my way to the Gorillas. I stopped on the 605, the number one lane, which is right next to the carpool lane.
Okay.
Completely stopped because of traffic, and somebody rear ends me, and I'm like,
What?
I'm fucking sitting there, and I'm like, did I just fucking get rear-ended? I'm like, I'm sitting in fucking traffic, so that means you were playing on your fucking phone.
Yeah.
It was completely dark outside. So I'm just like, and then like I'm trying to get over to the side of the freeway. So I have to get over all the fucking lanes. And so I'm talking to Grill on the phone. He's like, well, are you going to pull over? I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to pull over right now. I don't know if I should get off the freeway, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, well, is the person following you? I'm like, dude, I can't fucking tell. It's fucking dark out. There's headlights everywhere. Thank God he fucking pulled over. Anyways, so I called my insurance on Monday. It wasn't too bad. The damage. I get my car back tomorrow. So I call my insurance on Monday because I haven't been rear-ended in forever. So they're like, okay. So I'm like, so how's it work with the car rental? They're like, oh, no. You need to call his insurance to file a claim with them.
What?
And I'm like, isn't that your fucking job? Like, I pay you. And she's like, that's not how it works if you get rear-ended. Now she's like, if you cause the accident, then yeah, we start the process. But since he caused the accident, you need to call his car insurance. And she's like, I can guarantee he has not called his car insurance yet. So you need to call his car insurance. I'm like, God damn it.
What?
Of course, I call. It's Monday morning, like at 8 o'clock in the morning. And I'm talking to, he had Nationwide. And they're like, oh, yeah, there's no claim filed yet. I'm like, no, I'm like, my fucking car insurance knew everything. So I'm just like, God damn it. File the insurance. And I think within 2 hours, because they were able to get in contact with him right away, he's like, yeah, I fucking hit her. It's my fault. And I'm like, okay, thank fucking God he didn't fucking, like, I'm like, there's no other way. You rear-ended me.
Yeah.
And I was completely stopped. Come on. So I get my car back tomorrow. When I went to, here's the thing. If for anybody, I guess in California, I can't speak for everybody. If you get rear-ended and the car insurance says that the party at fault says their car insurance is going to cover your car rental, great. So this is what happens. You're supposed to ask for when you talk to the at fault party's car insurance, you need to ask for what's it called? A reservation number for where you're going to pick up your car from, because I didn't fucking do that.
What?
I dropped my car off at the they estimated my car. It's like right down the street. I dropped my car off and they're like, okay, so we'll call Enterprise Rent a Car for your car. And I'm like, okay, cool. So what's your reservation number? I'm like, what? I'm like, Nationwide car insurance told me when I get here that they will cover it and that you guys need to call the car insurance. I'm sorry. the car rental and they will come pick me up and I'll get my fucking car. Yeah, well, that's not how it works. They always fucking pull this stunt. Like, you need to fucking call and get a reservation number unless you want to pay out of pocket right now and they can reimburse you. I'm like, oh, that's not going to happen.
Oh,
So I got my car the following day, or the rental or whatever. But I was just like, good. I was just so much fucking drama. It was like, I can't read your fucking mind. I wish I could. If I had known, I would have gotten the fucking reservation number and I would have called and filed a claim like Saturday morning with Nationwide on that guy.
exactly. But why didn't they tell you? Step one.
Thank you.
Step
Exactly.
2. Get a reservation number because you're gonna need it.
Yeah, the collision center was just like, yeah, they always pull that. I'm just like, I'm so glad I work remote because I would have went. And of course, I kind of went off, but I didn't because it's not his fault. It's not I guess it was my fault, but I was just like, I'm like, everybody's just wasting my fucking time again. And that's when I get fucking pissed.
Of course, because time is precious and it's not supposed to be wasted on fucking idiots.
Right. Shit. Well, at least I was just happy that I didn't get hurt because he hit me, but he didn't hit me fast because he wasn't coming at me fast.
Right. From the traffic and all that.
Yeah, and he had insurance, so I'm like, I really can't fucking complain about anything. Otherwise, I would have really been pissed.
Yeah,
so.
Worst case scenario, you're trying to get to the freaking side to exchange information and they just keep going.
Exactly. That's why I was just like, dude, this better not be a hit and run. Like, please, no. But yeah, no, but he pulled over, thank God.
So there was damage done to the rear end.
Yeah. So the bumper, and then of course when the estimator calls me after they take the bumper off, they're like, oh yeah, there's additional damage underneath. So I'm like,
of course.
He's like, but it only take a week because he's like, it could take up to 3 to 4 weeks. I'm like, for a fucking bumper? Oh my God, that's when I went off. And he's like, well, just he's like, I'm just guesstimating. I'm like, I fucking hope not.
Wow. So all in all, no out of pocket, nothing, right? You were able to.
Well, no, I'm out of pocket for because when I talk to my car insurance, I'm like, I'm in a rental. Are you guys going to cover the fucking, like the insurance of like, just say I hit something or whatever the fuck happens, right? Like the car insurance part.
Right.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Okay. They're like, well, you weren't at fault you weren't at fault. So you don't have to have the car insurance, but then you're liable. And I'm just like, fucking slap the car insurance on there, bitch. So $35 a day.
Damn.
Whatever. I'm in a Toyota RAV4 and let me tell you, I fucking hate it.
Really?
I don't know. They're lumbar. Am I saying that correctly?
Yes.
LUMBAR. I fucking need the lumbar and their lumbar sucks. I was just like, it's all the way out, but it feels like it's just still flat. I'm like, oh, I thought Toyota was great. I guess not. I've never been in a Toyota. So, I mean, I've never driven a Toyota. I've been in Toyotas as a passenger, but not as a driver. So I was just like, this is overrated. I don't know. Whatever.
Wow. I heard a lot of good things about Toyota RAVs, but I don't know.
I think that's all their cars, but I don't know. I think those are all the loyal people who've only ever driven Toyota.
Yeah, true.
Maybe. I don't know.
Could be. I don't know. Wow. I am so sorry to hear that. I would be pissed.
Whatever. Yeah, well, I'm not hurt and he had car insurance, so it's okay.
Yeah. I mean, the best outcome out of the worst fucking situation, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh God. What a yeah. Nope. I'm already getting all pissed off for you.
I'm sorry.
No.
Maybe I shouldn't have said anything.
I was like, no, that's horrible. Well, I told you that when I came out of work one day and I had this huge effing dent on the passenger.
Oh yeah.
Like somebody, I don't know, were you mad?
That was a big dent too that you showed me.
And it's like, do I even call my insurance for this shit? Nobody left a note saying, hey.
You know what? It was probably a fucking employee because let me tell you, my Chevy Sonic, when I had my Chevy Sonic, it wasn't pristine, but there was no dings until I started working at the city of Long Beach. And I would only park in the parking lot or the parking structure where other employees parked. And let me tell you, they all fucking suck because I had so many fucking dings on all the sides of my doors or sides, both left and right while working there. I worked there for, I don't know, 6 years. Fuck, man.
It's horrible.
Worst drivers. ever. City of Long Beach employees.
Shit. It's the same here. I don't know. And so I sit in my car for my lunch or do my thing.
Yes.
And half the time, people don't even know I'm in my fucking car. And so
Right.
I see these big ass trucks just covered in, and they try to park in these little compact parking spots. And I was sitting in my car and I'm playing Candy Crush on my phone, being the nerd that I am. I don't know. And this truck pulls right next to me, fucking huge. And I look to the right. There must be, I don't know, a foot between us.
Okay.
And I'm
That's
thinking,
not a lot at all.
right. And I'm thinking to myself, how the fuck is this person going to get out without hitting my car? Or
Right.
I'm hoping they're going to try to back up and or I don't know. Are you really fucking parking that close? They do try to back up, pull up, but they were coming so close to my car. It was like a helpless situation. What do I do? Get out of my car and say, "Excuse me, you're coming a little too close," or I don't know. But
so what, did he end up parking that way, or?
yeah, no, he ended up parking and gave himself about 2 feet, maybe a little bit more. But he's opening his door and he's doing that one move where you're trying not to hit the car, but you're trying to squeeze out.
Right.
And
We've all done that.
Yeah,
I've done that.
I've done that too. But I've been very cautious doing that.
Yes.
I'm just like, I'll suck in my gut even. And I'm just like, oh.
You're so funny.
I'll try. Push my fucking ass in a little bit. And I'm doing like a little fucking snake maneuver, like trying to get the fuck out. There's been times where I would even jump over to the passenger side and I knew there was more room. And just in hopes that the person to the right of me would fucking leave the store, the restaurant, the park, whatever, the parking lot by the time I got out. So I would have more room to get in. I don't know. But yeah, he's doing that. He's trying to get out. And it's like, why are you fucking 300 pounds?
I was just going to say, I'm like, was he at least able to maneuver his body frame? But apparently not.
No, and he tried for about a good 5 minutes.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Get in your car and fucking readjust.
Yeah, and then he just eventually took off. And I think he actually noticed that I was sitting in the fucking car.
You should have beeped your fucking horn.
You know what? I turned on my heater.
Oh, okay. Well, that would have
yeah,
it's like, oh, somebody's in my fucking car.
Yeah, I was trying to be nice because typically Pomona Bullets would have fucking just jumped out and been like, what the fuck? Like,
right.
What? But, I'm at work and I'm trying to be a stand-up citizen these days. And I just sat there. I just fucking
You can't stand up if you can't get out of your car properly.
Yeah. So I'm just like, do I shut off my Candy Crush game so I can start recording?
Right. Shit. So speaking of, when I worked in Azusa, the general manager there, they all had, because it was construction, they all had, the company had issued them all Chevy Silverados. So he's ex-Marine. I don't know. His rank was corporal because he has the big Sempre, or
Semper Fi. Yeah.
Semper Fi plaque in his office.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, I'm like, no wonder I like you. You're fucking ex-Marine. But this motherfucker, I'm just like, how ex-Marine are you?
It's former Marine.
And I don't even know. Corporal. But he's corporal, so I don't know where that is on the ladder for.
It's pretty high. It's like an E.
Oh, is it pretty high?
Yeah, it's E6, okay. E7 probably.
Why does he not back into his parking spot? Let's start there, because all ex-Marines I know back into their parking spot, and this motherfucker always parks like too close to like the next fucking vehicle. Like he doesn't like do it like exactly in the middle. Like I'm like, you can't be a fucking corporal, yo. Like, did you like actually buy the corporal and just stick it on the plaque? Like, is that separate?
Does he tap the horn twice when he's backing up?
No, he doesn't back up. He pulls in straight forward.
Oh, like, one of those. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I've only ever worked with ex-Marines that back into their parking spots, and I always back into my parking spot just because it's fucking easier to do. Like my dad trained me. He's like, you need to fucking back into your parking spot. I'm like, okay, I can do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he doesn't back into his parking spot, and he fucking parks like a fucking just like lame-o. And I'm just like, that corporal, I'm gonna strip the corporal off of your fucking plaque one of these days. I'm gonna show up even though I don't work there anymore and take the corporal off if you don't learn how to park right. Shit.
Well, to all or any Marines listening, don't be offended because it's actually former Marine. You tell somebody ex-Marine, you're trying to start like, yeah,
former Marine.
Yeah,
my bad.
Former Marine.
Well, he can't park right, so I'm gonna say ex-Marine.
Oh, that's a low blow. Right? Damn, just because you can't park right, you get stripped of the former title.
That's right. I'm gonna take that corporal off your plaque, sir.
Oh man. Well, there's something that I would like to just throw out there that I come across, and I thought it would be something interesting to discuss with my bestie.
Okay.
So there's like, I don't know how new of a trend this is, but I guess it's becoming a little bit more acceptable, and people are doing it a lot more. I haven't really researched it, but it's a thing called a living funeral. Have you heard of?
I have never heard of that, so please educate me. I'm very interested. A living funeral.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is so, I don't know. It's mind blowing for me. And I've been just kind of debating it within myself. Just, is this I don't know. So a living funeral is supposed to be the grandest celebration of your life with a twist. You, the honoree, are living, and you are present to hear the eulogies, the praises, the farewells given before your death. And it's usually when you're at a certain age, or you know that, I don't know, maybe whatever the situation is, there's people out there that prefer a living funeral, kind of like a pre-funeral. They want to be present and they want to hear all this shit.
What the actual fuck?
Yeah, no, seriously. And I decided to just Google it, GTS it.
Please, and please, when you GTS'd it, and I shouldn't cut you off, but I hope you're gonna tell me a Gen Xer or not. I'm Gen X. We're Gen X. A Gen Zer fucking created this. Like, is this brand new? Because I have never heard of this. This sounds really stupid.
Well, apparently it's not brand new, but the idea, I don't know where it must have came from. Maybe a Gen Z or some freaking bozo. What? Like, obviously, I don't know, but people have been opting to do this. And I looked up a couple of funeral homes and stuff, and they actually host them. They actually do these things.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And if you don't go through a funeral home, but you're going to have to book it because you obviously want like a casket. What would you like to be buried in? Or if you don't have to. You could.
Isn't that what your will is for?
It's just, in my understanding, it's just to sit and hear what people would say or do, and it's just kind of like a because when you I don't know. I guess
if you could see me rolling my eyes right now.
Yeah.
Like they're out of my socket. Like, what the fuck? Like, how about you stop being a fucking pussy to the people who want to do a living funeral?
Right.
Why don't you stop being a pussy and walk up to your best friend? Like, Pomona Bullets, what do you think about me as a person, like, right now? Like, why are you so scared to ask those people, I guess, that you want to have talk to you? Or this is just making me angry. I need some tequila.
Yeah, it was pretty. And there's also videos on YouTube of people hosting these type of, I guess, events. I don't want to say parties. Some of them make them like parties.
Okay.
And I don't know. I don't understand. I guess there's a plethora of things you could actually do. Do you want to make it funny? Do you want whatever? And then there's some where they really ask. They really ask. So if you were invited, can you imagine? I invite you. I say, hey, Medusa, I'm going to have a living funeral, my pre-funeral. I'm in my fucking 70s and we're old. And I just invite you and I want you to do my eulogy. But I'm going to sit there in the front row and I'm gonna judge you, or I'm gonna. I don't understand it, but I guess
Bitch could make some spam and eggs, and we dropped it like it's hot in her kitchen. I'm out
for sure.
That's it.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
I don't know. I don't know what. I think it's this whole like needy. I don't know.
Yeah, I was just gonna say because they're seeking validation.
Right.
Because I would never do that. I would never do a living. I keep calling it living will. I would never do a living funeral because I don't fucking care what other people think. And here's another thing. Why do you care what people think about you? You're going to be fucking dead anyway. So what's that going to do? Like, are you trying to figure out if they're like, I don't even know why I'm putting too much thought in this. Now I'm wasting my fucking
See, I was doing the same thing
right now.
I was doing the same thing. And I was, okay, so they kind of busted my little bubble of imagination because I always thought, fuck, when I die, I can't wait. Because I'm not saying this is, who knows, but in my thought, I'm thinking I'm going to be there. I'm just going to be invisible.
You'll be there in spirit.
Right. I'm going to be there in spirit. I'm going to be able to fucking hear these people. I'm going to be able to choose who I'm going to haunt or fuck with before crossing over or whatever. I built up this whole, when I die, this is what's going to happen. Or whatever. I don't know. But it's kind of like somebody telling me there's no Santa Claus. Because I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what is going on? I really planned on hovering over everybody, and I also have planned to not be buried. I want to be cremated. And
same.
So it's like, so this little living funeral party would not be ideal for me. I can't.
It wouldn't be ideal for me either because after my dad died, even me and my brother I'm like, I don't want a fucking funeral. Just cremate me. Don't fucking tell anybody. Like the only people I want at my funeral would be like immediate family. And I don't even want a fucking funeral or cremation, whatever. Just fucking cremate me. And then just whatever you want to do with the ashes, fucking throw them in the trash. I'm fucking dead. Who cares?
Yeah.
Get over it, people. It's like, who cares?
Yeah.
I lived my fucking life. You don't have to talk about me in front of everybody in a fucking church. Please don't do that.
Yeah, because my wheels were spinning thinking about this crap. And so we're not promised tomorrow, right? So
no.
So when is the appropriate time? When the doctor says you have 6 months to live, when you're in, let's just say, okay, the average lifespan of an individual in this era is 80 and I'm 75. So let me throw a fucking living funeral party. Like you never know. So when is this going to take off to the point where you can just have a living funeral party at the age of 15, at the age of 18, 20, 30? Because you never know where you're going to go.
Right. Well, that's, I don't know. It seems like it's a craze thing. I don't know. I could be wrong since you said it's been around. But this just reminds me of like in the last maybe 10 to 15 years, I want to say, those stupid gender reveal parties.
Oh,
like,
God.
Who fucking thought of that? A, and B, whoever thought about that is a genius because everybody does that now. And like the amount of money that's put into a gender reveal party, it has to be fucking like skyrocket high or however the fuck you say it. I'm just like, It's a boy, it's a girl. And guess what? Since everybody's into these genders these days, and I shouldn't say this, but there's only 2 genders on that. So what if the baby doesn't identify as a boy or a girl?
Yeah.
Like, what are we going to do with that? What's the color you guys are going to use? Yeah. And don't dictate the fucking blue or pink just because they're in your womb, and let them choose for themselves.
It's like, okay, well, we had little Sally, but now it's Sammy, and we're gonna delete the gender reveal. It's gonna be too hard for them to accept that they were
I might actually hold it against the
Yeah.
parents. So, there you go.
Wow. Yeah. So that was just my thought. I just thought I would throw
Well,
that.
thank you for educating me. I have never heard of LiViNg funeral, and that sounds really stupid.
Well, do you know, or have you heard, excuse me, when there was this so I'm not online as much as like you are, or
Right.
connected as much, but there was something going around, oh gosh, I would maybe say 10 years ago, where they were actually kind of, okay, please forgive me, but this is the best way I can describe it, is
Okay.
like, when there's a taxidermist and there's an owl or an eagle, and
Oh, yeah.
okay, so they were actually, there was a corner doctor, whatever you call them, that made it so they could do that to a human. So
Oh, I'm sure. Well, it's called serial killers. They do that all the
yeah,
time.
but there was this and there was this video that was going viral where this guy passes away, a young man, and it wasn't in our
Okay.
country, but the video of the, whatever it's called, the party after they die, or I don't know, but they had him posted. He had a hat, sunglasses, and it's legit.
Like Weekend at Bernie's?
Yes. Yes, and
What the
people,
fucking hell?
yes, people are doing this. If they could afford
Was
it.
that in the United States?
It came to the United States, the process, if you chose to, and you can literally set the person up to sit in a chair, but yeah, and just put on their favorite fedora, or I don't fucking know.
You know what the next step after that is? It's called necrophilia.
Yeah, I'm just, and there was this,
We're that close, people.
yeah, this one video that went viral was this kid was, or young man was in the corner. They I don't know, maybe leaning in the corner like a little mannequin, like I don't know, and no disrespect, but they had him with his sunglasses, and he had a like a beer, like a pack of cigarettes in his pocket. Like, it was just, they made it like he was there at his, I don't know, instead of being in a coffin or laying on a whatever they did. And I don't know if it was a third world country, or I don't know, but I would like to believe that in a third world country, they're not that advanced. They're not that much more advanced than we are. So I don't know if it was a hoax, but I did, like I said, I believe it must be 10 years plus ago that people do that. They will embalm you and kind of.
Well, you know who the original person was that did that was Norman Bates. Fucking love me some psycho, bitch. Norman Bates is the original one.
Yeah, there you go. Scream.
Let me take this to a comedic turn to this.
Yeah,
I guess.
Yes. Yeah.
That's fucking creepy, girl.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I'm not gonna fall down this rabbit hole, even though my wheels keep spinning. But yeah. So moving on.
Okay, can I say one more thing about, I guess, death then, since you brought it up?
1000.
Okay, so when my dad died, because I'm in the room that he died in, he was in my mom found him in the bed, right? So he was fucking dead. And like the entire fucking time, I didn't freak out about it. Like I sat with him and I said, "Hey, I'm gonna take care of everything. Don't worry about it." And I guess I shouldn't say this because, well, I'm not using their names, but my daughter and my mom covered him up so she didn't have to see his fucking face. I'm like, he's fucking dead. Like, just leave, he's fucking at peace.
Yeah.
My brother comes over, Marissa or M comes home from work because she was at work already. And I called her and I'm like, "Hey, Papa died. You need to come home." I'm like, "You guys need to hang out with Papa." I know that sounds weird, but I'm like, "Can you guys just see him before the coroner shows up? Like, get this fucking shit out now." Of course they don't. They don't do that. That set me off, but I had to hold it in. The coroner shows up and now they want to hang out with fucking my dad. And I'm just like, now you're holding up the coroner and the coroner has to deal with this all the fucking time. So I felt bad for him. But they did their thing, but I was just like, it's just a fucking dead body. Like, his spirit left. Like, why is everybody freaked out about dead bodies? Like, I am so I used to be freaked out like that, Pomona Bullets, but I'm like, I am so what's the word I'm looking for? Desensitized, because after my boy Freddie killed himself, I'm like, you know what? I'm like, it's just a dead body now. Like, your spirit's gone. Like, who the fuck cares? I know that's wrong to fucking say, but it's whatever. Sorry.
I don't think it's wrong. I guess it's the whole
The thought
logistics of,
process.
well, and how it happened. If it did, your pops passed in his sleep, or
Yeah, he passed in his sleep.
okay, so that's like a why be scared? Like, in his bed, asleep. But to segue back to what, like, your friend,
Yeah,
and my condolences, but
that's fine.
when somebody literally takes I'm just gonna say, just out there, just random, a shotgun or this or that, do you want to see brains and stuff? No, but
Right.
it,
They're in a better place now.
yeah, and somebody has to identify, or somebody has to do it. Someone, whether it's the mom, dad, whoever, somebody identifies.
And then there's
the body.
Pomona Bullets, who wants to haunt everybody, which I fucking love you for, because you know what? Now that when I die, I want to haunt everybody too. I never thought about that.
Yeah, I do. I want to be.
We can do it together.
Yes, we're gonna like hook up in the afterworld, and we're just like, I don't know what's happening, but I just like to believe that this is what's gonna happen, and whether I need to haunt somebody or protect somebody,
We'll be clinking.
Yeah.
In
yeah.
And
You know
in
what?
ghost form.
We're just gonna be like auras of freaking
Yeah.
gin and vodka and shit. And we're just, yeah. There you go, everybody.
All right. I didn't mean to take a dark turn,
That's
but
okay.
thank you for the comedic turn.
Yeah. All good.
Okay.
So I guess the only other thing that I was gonna say is, we both agree about propaganda holidays and all that. Do you agree with me?
I totally fucking agree. And Hallmark holidays, I
Yep.
guess that falls under propaganda as well.
Yep. Yeah. It's just a day to make money on fucking roses or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, we're not gonna go too deep into it, but so you remember when it was always Father's Day and we would text each other, Happy Father's Day?
Yes.
Okay. Like, fuck it. Being single moms. Yeah. So what did you do anything? Did anybody try to invite you, give you any gifts, anything for the V Day?
For Valentine's Day? No, but you know what? Because I'm not romantic. Vanilla Gorilla texts me. He's like, Happy Valentine's Day. Can't wait to smash that tight pussy of yours.
Nice.
And I'm like, see, I'm like, oh, he's so romantic.
Yeah. That's why I love you. Oh my gosh, that's why I keep you around.
I'm like, yeah, exactly. I'm just like, okay, well, you know what? That's the kind of Valentine's Day a girl needs.
Oh my goodness.
I don't do the roses thing or whatever. I'm not like that. I would rather have, like, can you buy me a beer? Or I guess Don Julio 70.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. If you love me that much, then this is a day of love and expressing
the high-end stuff.
Yeah.
What about you?
No, so I'm not big on it.
Right.
I do. There is a little part of me when I'm at work and all these bitches are getting.
Oh, did you have to decorate the office?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, got it.
And I'm just like, eh. And then all the girls are like, ah, and just florists constantly coming in, and it's like, well, that's nice. I wasn't hating. I just was like, okay. I mean, I hope your husband or boyfriend shows you and appreciates you after today. Because
right, just not for today. No, I'm totally like that too. It's just like, why we have to do it only today because Hallmark fucking said so?
Yeah. It was kind of, whatevs. I wasn't gonna bring anybody down. I was always just like, oh, you got flowers. Oh, like doing that whole little high pitched fucking happy voice. Fake shit. And
right.
But my son said to me that he wanted to take me to the movies.
Aww. Okay, see, I'm down for that when your kids want to do something.
Yeah, it was a little awkward, but I respected the fact that maybe he thought, oh, it's Valentine's Day. I'm gonna step up to the plate, and I'm gonna take my mom to the movies. I had
So
the
where did you guys go see?
One Love, Bob Marley, because I got to pick the movie.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, you know what? What a true gentleman. You raised him right.
yeah. I was so proud because every I'm going to admit, every time I've gone to the movies with my children, it was something they wanted to see. Yes.
Of course.
Sometimes they would say, we want to see fucking, Paw Patrol or whatever it is. And it's like, oh my God. And I would always kind of convince them, like, are you sure you don't want to see this one? I always try to make them pick something I could stomach. And then
Okay.
I just gave up and I just started calling movie night with the kids at the theater the most expensive nap I've ever paid for.
Oh, I would do that too.
Yeah. I'm just like, okay. And yeah. But when the kids caught on that, oh, shit, I snore too. So
Oh, at least they're enjoying themselves. Like, yeah, so what? I'm snoring. Watch the fucking movie.
they would always push me, Ma. I'm like, oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, it's great. So funny.
So great. It put me to sleep. Is
Yeah.
the movie done yet?
Yeah. I was like, how much longer? You guys want to leave early? Beat the crowd?
Right.
They're like, we're the only ones in here. I'm like, oh, well. I don't know. But yeah, so we went and I was able to pick whatever I wanted. Didn't have many options in my town and
I was
stuff.
gonna say I don't even know what movies are out, but I know that I did see a preview for that. So how was it?
It was pretty good.
Okay.
I it was good because I respect Bob Marley as an artist,
Yes.
as everything that he's done, just everything. I love his music. He's great. But the fact that I've watched so many documentaries, like real documentaries on him and everything, the whole Hollywood One Love thing was just like a sector of his life. And
Okay.
it was just kind of like, eh. But again, I'm glad my money went. I hope it goes to something. I don't know. I don't know. But it was good. It was okay. But I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't say run out and see.
Wait for it to stream, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. And you probably wouldn't want to watch it all the way. It's just a sector.
Did you fall asleep?
The last 10 minutes, and my son, my son elbows me and says, Mom, and he looks at his phone. We only have 12 more minutes before the movie's over. Don't fall asleep. I said, oh, okay.
God, I love your son.
Okay. I got it. 12 minutes.
You're like, I have to go to work in the morning, bitch.
Yeah. And I was like, let me use the restroom. Excuse me. Here, let me kill 6 more minutes.
Right.
And come back.
Meet me at the car.
Yeah. I'm going to go warm up the car. If it's only 12 minutes. No, but it was nice. It was nice.
Okay, well, good. I'm glad you were able to hang out with your son and that he thought about you.
Yeah. But you just hear Bob Marley. And I was like, it would be nice, like, to watch Bob Marley, like, with a little Bob Marley in me, just a little smoky. Right. But, that's just something that you just think.
And now that you brought the movie up, I don't think there's ever been a Hollywood-made Bob Marley movie before. I can't believe they haven't, or maybe there has been. I don't know, but I can't believe it's been like this long before a Bob Marley movies came out.
Yeah, no, there's never been a Hollywood
or whatever.
There's never been a Hollywood-made movie.
Huh?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. And in the very beginning of the movie, his son is saying how much they respect the director, they approve of the movie and its truthfulness.
How much did they pay him to say that, though?
I don't know. And I'm like, which mother were you from?
Right. I will say that for a certain price. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So, yeah. But the time spent with my son was the best part of it. But
good, I'm glad.
It was pretty cool. So, yeah.
I think we're running long, but
Okay.
now that we're talking about Hollywood really quick, I was on Yahoo News because that's what shows up on my news feed. And fucking J-Lo. There's two things about J-Lo. So the first thing is J-Lo had a war. I guess she was on the Today Show from what I read. And she said she doesn't have a problem, I guess, with, whatever the fuck. She's like, but if you approach my man and you try and hook up with him, now I'm going to throw hands. And I'm like,
wait, Ben?
Yes. I'm like, you're married to the most boringest person ever. Like,
who's she married to?
Bennaffleck. And I'm like, he doesn't look like, I put his fuck game at a 3.75. And that's like on a good day. And I'm talking about on a scale of 1 to 10, not 1 to 5. 1 to 10, I put him on a good day, 3.75. So I'm like, ain't nobody fucking wants your man. Like, other than, I guess, Jennifer Garner. What?
Oh,
I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, she's so delusional.
Wait, I've been living under a rock. I thought she was with Mark Anthony, and
she had kids. And so go ahead. I'm sorry. Remind me about Mark Anthony afterwards.
Well, I thought she moved on. I knew she dated Ben, and it was Jen or the Bennifer or whatever. Yeah. And I thought they separated, and she moved on. She actually went back and married Ben.
Yeah, and she has more Super Bowl rings than the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, she has more rings than the Dallas Cowboys, according to that meme that I sent you.
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, they got married. I guess they got back together after A-Rod broke her heart for the 1800th time with hooking up in some girl's DMs or whatever. But I'm like, isn't A-Rod like me and Darcy? Darcy's like, I thought J-Lo was the beard in that relationship. I'm like, you know what? So did I. They got married, I want to say like in 2021.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh, they actually lasted longer than I thought, I guess, according to Hollywood standards. Wow. They're still married. I don't know. Whatever.
Huh. Well, congrats, I guess. I can't say congrats to the newlyweds. It's just congrats from the gal who doesn't fucking know what's going on with Hollywood.
But I was just like, I guess girls want to hook up with Bennaffleck. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, delusion. Delulu.
It must be his character, his sense of humor.
Oh, okay. All right, I guess we should wrap this up. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to drag it on, but do you have any parting words for the listeners, Miss Pomona?
I just appreciate every single one of you that take the time out of your day to spend a little time with us. Much love. Appreciate it.
You're supposed to say one love because you watched Bob Marley.
Yeah. One love, Rastafari.
It's good. There you go. And I, Baroque Medusa, appreciate every one of you as well. And I wish you all a good week.
Yes.
And on that note, we are out.
Peace.
Peace.